This session is we have successfully completed the database upgrade from 12.1.02 to 19C in our previous session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the conversion of non-CDB, non-PDB or non-CDB database system. So this 19C is non-multi-tenant architecture. This we are going to convert it to multi-tenant. So if you want to see show PDBs, there is no PDBs. Select name, comma, open underscore mode from $, CDB from $, database. So it is not a CDB one. Now this one we are going to convert it to CDB. Yes. Okay. For this, how we are going to convert is we need to have the 19C software separately. There we need to create a database, and then that database we can use. There we are going to use that CDB database we are going to use for this 19C database conversion. This non-CDB database, we are going to unplug it here and then plug it to the newly created CDB database. Okay, how we are going to convert, I'll show you one by one now. DB upgrade completed and sanity checks, everything is done. Now in this session, we are going to see this one. Non-CDB to CDB or PDB, CDB1. Multi-tenant. For that, we need to execute this pdb.describe script. Okay. In network level, we need to set up the listener and DNS names. That is one thing. We can see it. That's okay. And connect to your 19C database. Shut it, demo it, and start up in mode. Why? Because if you want to unplug the database which is there here, let me create some objects on this PDB. Create user demo ID and identified by password, and grant connect comma resource to demo. So this user we have created after the upgrade of the 19C thing. If you want to connect demo user, it is show user. Here it is create user demo to ID and identified by password, or else I don't give this. Let me check. Yeah, privilege is not there, right? That's where it is not going to. ID and TIFID. So for this, we have given this connect comma resource privilege. It doesn't have the create privilege. That's where it is not going to create insufficient privilege. That's okay. Leave it, guys. So, but we have one user, right? Demo user is there on 19C database. So we can go ahead with this one. Shut down the 19C database. Shut immediate. This is non-CDB, right? Non-multi-tenant database architecture. We need to convert this to multi-tenant. Let me take a snap of this. I just given this as a demo. Okay, then shut immediate startup mount alter database open read only. That we can do it. Startup mount. Database in read only mode. If you want, you can see the command. Read only mode we have opened. This step is done. Now we can convert whether we have this location. Describe this command will take the backup of complete this PDB to this file .pdb.xml. Whatever the name you are going to give, that name it is going to store it. Like rman backup, how we are going to take the complete backup rman, right? Similar way, we are going to take this file database complete backup into that file. First of all, I want to check whether I have the directories or not. U01 backup is my location where I want to create that file. In this location, I'll create it. Let me take this path. and paste it here. PDB instead of PDB, I'll make it prod. This is my prod XML, right? Execute the command from 1960. XML metadata error could not open this backup file. Okay, this could be the issue with space, obviously. Let me check this file. It has been created. What is the size of the file? du-sh 8 KB. Empty file has been created. Okay, empty file has been created. Yes, here we have created this one. It is not going to create, I mean, it is not proper one. I am thinking it is only showing 8 KB, but it is not correct one. So what I'm trying to do is I want some storage on this server to install the new database. As of now, I have 1.9 GB root U01. I have this thing. So I don't have much storage on this server. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to uninstall our 12.1.0.02. This is not required now. This database is not required anymore. This one we have upgraded to 19C successfully. That is done. So let me check this. Exit. This database itself, it should not be exit. Let me try to go here. Try to set the 12C bash profile and see here it is an ideal instance. If we are going to start up, how it is going to react, let me check. So we don't have anything related to the control files, anything. Everything is moved to here. So database is not there. We can uninstall the software, 12C1. So I'll get some storage here as of now. How much size it is having? 9.7 GB is available. Once I have uninstalled this software, how we need to do is Oracle Home. Let me check. Go to deinstall location. Run the deinstall command. Okay, this will deinstall your 12.1.0.2 software. It is not required anymore. But in case of your real-time environments, right, you have to have wait for a couple of months, couple of weeks or months. Then only we are going to decommission these servers. We are not going to decommission directly when it is upgrade is completed. Okay, storage issue will not be there. List of the database names which you want to uninstall the software. Only this one. If you are not mentioning that, by default that only that will pick. Why? Because we have set the environment for 12.1.0.2 only. For this also I have made a separate video for how to deinstall and all, but I'm showing it here one more time. It is a single one, not the rack one. By default it is going to take it 12.1.0.2 database home. It is FS file system, not the ASM one. Specify the database files, the path. I don't think so, that is not required. FRA also I don't want to mention. SP file location also, let it take automatically. I don't want to take it anything. Do you want to continue? Yes, I want to. This operation may take some time. Let me check the mount point. As of now, 9.7 GB is free. Let me check once it is done how much size we are having. The software, at least it took like 2 to 3 GB or 4 GB. Around 13 point something, we should get some free size here. Okay. Oracle home, right? See here 12.1 we have 8 GB. This 8 GB I'm going to remove it. OUI is going to start the cleanup. This 8 GB it is going to delete it. 12.10 8 GB still it is there. Software logically it has been deleted, and then we can see how it is going to, it should be deleted. Yes, it is. Everything earlier it is, see here 8 GB is there, now it has been deleted to 4 KB. So I have deinstalled the 12.102 software. Now I have 18 GB from 9 GB to 9.7. How much it is? 9.7 GB to 18 GB I have. That is sufficient for my next database creation. Okay. So I have uninstalled the software clearly, and 12.102 is no more in my server. As of now, I have the 19C database. That 19C database non-CDB one, that we need to convert it to CDB one, CDB. Okay, clear. So what we need to do, we need to use the same software or different software. We can use dbca command to create the database one, newly created one. Let me use another directory instead of this. I'll create new directory structure for new 19C1. Okay, new 19C1 db home. As of now, this one is there, right? Let me create it to mkdir-p. I'm going to use u02 or same location we can keep, there is no issue. 19C, I'll mention 19C. db home, here we can mention db home, db and cdb1. This directory I'm going to create it. This one we can use for software installation and other things. Okay, existing one non-cdb1 path is this one. This home I'm going to use for cdb1. For that we need to copy the software, unzip the software, then use the run installer command to configure your database. Everything we can do that. Okay, quickly I can unzip the software, go to media, 19C software, then 19C databases, unzip this software to this location, take a new tab. Here I can change the color to blue. Blue one is for our CDB database. So as of now, we don't have any files in this location, right? We don't have any files. Let me unzip it. Once the software is unzipped, the files will be copied here. See here, the files are going to copy it. For 19C, CDB database, we need to create. For that purpose, I'm going to unzip this one. Once it is done, we need to change the privileges or permissions and groups, user ID and user ID and group for this location. As of now, these files are extracting from the root user. That's why it is going to use root user and root group. But we need to install this database using Oracle user ID and install group. That I'll change it. Okay, let it complete. Unzip completed. So all the files has been unzipped. Let me change the owner and group to u01. I want to mention recursively. u01. Done, guys. Now we need to create a new database, CDB database, only CDB database. So we need to set the environment, right? As of now, it is not set the environment also. We need to set this in our profile. Okay, let me create a profile. or else we can export also. Let me take this 19C CDB profile. I am going to edit this one and update the path for 19C DB. Database name we can keep the same thing. Base location also we can keep the same. Here I'm going to modify 19C DB1. Here also we want to change after product 19C CDB. That's it. So we need to set the path 19C CDB. Done. Now you can see echo dollar Oracle home. Perfect. In this location, we are going to and then here we have run installer is the command to configure our 19C database. Okay. Now we are going to configure the multi-tenant database. We are not going to install only the software. We are going to create the database also. Server class we can take more functionality. Enterprise base we can keep the same, but here it is going to select 19C home. This is the path where we need to look into it. Perfect. General purpose only. Prod database is already there. SID is already in use in the same server, right? We have to use different SID for that. That's okay. We can do one thing, cancel it. Okay. Cancel it. Go to profile. Okay. Let me edit. I'll mention our SID is CDB. I'll mention prod CDB. I'll mention prod CDB. Okay. Prod CDB we can mention. Done. SID I'm going to use different one. Reinstated. Why? Because the 19th is same server we are doing that. If suppose we can take a different server, then it is okay. Same SID we can make it. But in the same server, same SID, it's already there, so it's a conflict. We should use the different SID for different databases in the same server. Okay, it is fine. General only. So now we are not getting any errors. For the database name, I'll make it prod. Database name prod CDB we can keep a prod CDB. Okay, prod CDB is our database name. Create container. I don't want to give 0. Create as a container database. Multiple database into single database. Okay. This we can make it no use. I'll mention I'm not going to use this. For that purpose, I mention no use. So we require this one, not this part. If you are not going to select this one, there is no use, right? Again, why we need to create this database separately? So we are going to use this. So without the pluggable database name, if you are using different approach, I think I used to get that option actually. If you are using DBCA, then we used to get that option without pluggable database. What should we do now? Okay, leave it as it is. Keep one pluggable database with the name of no use. But the one which we want to upgrade, right, that we can take it. Once we created it, no use PDB, which we have mentioned, that we can drop it. Okay. At least one PDB it is looking for when you are running with run installer. If I can use DBCA command, I think I will get it 0 PDBs with container only option. I will get it over there. Okay, file system is this one. That is fine. Data. use it one app or our data. Whether we have this file system or not, let me check. App. Okay, or our data. Okay, leave it. For our data, we are going to take it in the same location. We have a prod is our non-container database. This is the container database where we are going to use our data files will be stored, but the name will be changed. That's where it is going to ask us make it different SID, different database name on the same server. Leave it. OEM we are not going to configure it. Enable FRA, that is also leave it. Put the system on sysops passwords. Same password for both. Pluggable also. Everything is same. Change the groups. If you want, keep the same groups also. For my practice purpose, I'm using Uninstall as my main group. Run automatically. I don't want to run these things. Root scripts. Pre-checks. If any issue is there, kernel memory, anything, it will throw an error. We need to fix that issue and then proceed. So click on install. This DB installation will take 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. And once that is done, what it is going to do is this one is going to install the database software again and then configure the database. Both will done. Also parallelly, if you want to check, you can check the space on this mount point. 12 gig is there. Earlier, how much? Okay, around 18. 18 gig should be. I mean, earlier we checked 18 gig is there. Now it is showing 12 gig. After database is configured, it is it is going to somewhere else. Let it be, no problem. Mostly I can use this. It will be sufficient, I think. Storage. That's where we need to configure your mount point at least 70 to 80 gig of the database for your demo instances. For if you want to apply the CPU patches and other things, at least your memory should be there on this server. As of now, I have given only 40 gig. That's where I'm removing all the unused files immediately. That's okay. Let it complete the root.sh script automatically. I selected, right? Go ahead and execute it. I'm giving this prompt. Go ahead and execute it. For this, I'll make a note. Okay, that is fine. This is our target where we are going to create the CDB1, 19C CDB1. We need to plug whatever we have unplugged over there. By using this command, we can plug it. Okay, we'll see that. First, I need to unplug also after this is created. Let me parallelly also we can do. But storage is the issue right here. I'm looking for that. 10 gig is there now. So 10 gig, 88 GB is completed as of now. Mostly I'll get 5 to 6 GB free. Another 3 to 4 GB it may be consumed. Let it. Okay, database configuration. See, internally it has been initiated dbca command only to configure the database. So CRD files is going to configure now. Let it complete and I'll get back. Once it is done, we will proceed at that time conversion portion. Database has been created successfully. 19C CDB1. Let me check. Show PDBs. Yes. No use PDB has been created, but we are not going to use this PDB anymore. Okay, this database, empty database we have created, that is fine. But the one which we want to, let me check the name of the files where name from $data file. So our data files are stored in this location. That is fine. How much memory we are having as of now? 6.8 GB is left. That is fine. More than enough. More than enough. Okay, let me connect it to this DB. This data files is there in this location, vara data prod location. And CDB1 is vara data prod CDB location. So first we need to um, create a file for XML or .pdb extension. This will create the database, whatever the database, non CDB database related information into this XML file. This file we need to copy to this location, this server location. There we need to create the new PDB. Let me go with step by step where it is. So by using this command I used to unplug that, it is going to create it 8 KB. It is not correct one. That's where I'm going to check one more thing. I should have proper created. Okay, let me check it. We can use this command to create the pluggable database content file. The location is same. I can use this procedure one that is created in this location. Let's say LTR. Okay, let this file we need to copy the same server only, right? I don't think so it is not required at that time. Like if it is a different server, we need to copy it from this server to this server. As of now, it is fine. This location we remembered, and this one we need to execute it on the PDB, like container database one. This one we have to execute it on non-container database, which we have connected show PDBs. You can see we don't have any PDBs. There we need to execute that database show PDBs. See, this one is related to our PDB one. So what we are trying to do is compatibility check whether this file is compatible for this pluggable database or not. This compatibility wise, it has been executed. We don't see anything. That is fine. Compatibility, it will show yes. The PLSQL one, it says no, else no. No is said. It is not compatible to this thing. It is saying no. Then even why? Because we haven't created this pluggable database as well, right? That compatibility one, the pluggable databases also we haven't created. Let me create the pluggable database one using this file, whatever the file we are having. I'm going to create a new PDB with show PDBs. I'll show you, see here, show PDBs. No use is there. There is no PDB pluggable database. Now I'm going to create with a PDB pluggable database. Let me create a directory also inside of our this location. I'll create a PDB1. No use PDB is there, but PDB another one is not there. I'm going to create with PDB directory before creating the pluggable database. Okay, physically this directory has been existed now. There is no files. This path I can use to create the new PDB. If you want to convert this, you can make this PDB. File name converts whatever the files which are there in this location. U01 or a prod location. I'll show you this as well. So we have all these files, right? Those will needs to move to from here to this location conversion. Prod XML file also it is there, right? Yeah, it is there. So by using this file, it is going to create the new PDB. Let me also we can do one thing before going to connect demo slash welcome one to. This user is not there, right? Let me create one user. Create user demo ID identified by password. Already there, no? Then connect demo slash welcome 123. Okay, show user. This user has been created. Inside of this, shall we create some data? Okay. create table or other things we can use it. Create table, that is fine. Here I should have write anything, such kind of things to create it. Create sample tables. At least we need to identify after we convert it whether it is the correct one or it is which kind of database. Table emp, create table emp. Let me take this. Okay, this is fine. Where under demo user, I think demo user doesn't have the privilege. Create privilege. It doesn't have the privilege, right? Let me give the privilege to that. Grant DBA to demo. Okay, it is in read-only mode. We have kept read-only. That's okay, leave it here. No need to. This user is not there anymore in this server. If you want, you can see it. Connect demo slash welcome 123. This user is no more. But even inside of that PDB also, if you want, we can try also SQL plus. Even the database itself, it is not there, right? At the rate, there is no PDB, right? There is no PDB and other things, TNS things and then other things. Leave it as it is. Okay, we have already created that file, right? .xml file. That file we can use, and then we can create the new pluggable database by using this command, create pluggable database name, and convert the files. Compatibility, okay. Compatibility is mismatching. That's where it is going to throw an error here also. It shows output no. Okay, so what we need to check, show parameter compatibility. It is 19.00.000. Okay, 19 dot. What is the parameter here? Show parameter compatibility. It is 19.0, right? Let me change this compatibility parameter. Alter system set equal to, as it is we can keep it. Okay, as it is we can keep it. It won't take both, it will take SP file only. Shut immediate then we need to restart this. Let it be. Yep, let me start it back. No, startup. PDB's compatibility parameter 19.3 is higher than the CDB compatibility parameter. That is where the compatibility parameter is more important. Okay. Show PDB's alter PLUGGA database. This, even though if it is no more, that is, we don't want to use, right? Leave it as it is. It is not required for us. Leave it. As of now, our CDB is started and it's open. Let me try to create the new pluggable database. Okay. Finally convert there to here. So it is going to create the PDB using this XML file, and whatever the information is there in this location information is transferred to this location, and this PDB is going to we can use the same database, whatever the data we are going to use it here, right? The same data will be there in this one. So let me check the PDB. Our PDB has been created with this data. Let me execute this command. Okay, before creating also we can check it. The compatibility one, earlier it shows no, right? If I can give, okay, already exists, that's where it is not going to check the compatibility. Before going to execute, it should show the yes, then only we can proceed. It shows no, but I just want to check whether it is allow or not. That's okay. Pluggable database has been created. Now it is there. Now what needs to be done? Let me proceed with this. Okay, that is fine. We need to start this pluggable database. Okay, alter session set the container equal to pluggable database. Then execute this non-CDB to PDB conversion. It is important, guys. This execution is very, very important. Con ID and con show con underscore container name show container ID 4, right? Container name is PDB, ID is this. Non-CDB to PDB, it is going to execute it. All the synonym, whatever the information it is non-CDB related information, it is going to convert it. Some views has been created, some other things is going to create it. Okay, it is going to take this time. This is the script where we are going to convert our non-CDB to container database one. Let it complete it. Okay, so much of information is going to execute this command. PLSQL has been completed and all this information is going to complete. Let me take this command. Shut immediate. Okay, plug in database into 19C. Okay, so much of information will be there. All the objects, it will count it here somewhere 14,000 something objects is there. Where? Okay, that's okay. So let me take this command as well. How I went and converted that. So this one has been completed, this step, conversion of non-CDB database to CDB. Okay, then what else we have left? After that, we need to check the new PDB. Any violations, pluggable violations is there or not? We need to give the PDB name or PDB quota. That's okay. We can change the name to PDB. We can execute this. Again, no need that. Pluggable database is not in open mode. That's where, okay, startup, start up. Why? Because I already connected to this session, PDB session. That's where I used startup command. If I was connected the CDB, from there we can use alter, pluggable database. Okay, now we can re-execute the command. Then this, yeah, we have one error is there, non-CDB to PDB, cause this one. PDB is a plugged in is non-CDB, required non-CDB PDB SQL to be run. This script will this we already executed. Okay, how we are going to fix that issue is we need to shut down and start up complete PDB and the CDB thing. Then we can try to recheck it. Also, it is characters. It is going to mismatch with this character set. Also, it's a warning. Warnings. Okay, that's fine. But errors we need to look into it. Right? Pluggable database in non-CDB requires non-CDB.SQL should be run. That we have already executed. Okay, let it be. Okay, that is fine. This SQL we already executed. So shut immediate, then write shut immediate. After we restarted the server, and then we can recheck it. Even the status is resolved. It is not like a type. It is a pending one. We can restart it. That is fine. Type is an error, but status is, if it is pending or in progress, then only we can say that issue also completed. I don't think, even it is better to restart one more time after we did it, even though the pluggable database is in mount state. Completely CDB also we can shut down and start up. That is what I can say. Take a new session, duplicate one. Okay. Set the environment for CDB1. Clear. Log into this database. Startup. So the conversion of non-CDB 19C database to CDB database we have done successfully this way. Let me see. Show database. Alter PLU pluggable database PDB open done. Show database. Okay, alter pluggable database. Let me, no use is not required. I don't want to start that. If you want, we can drop that as well. That's fine. Alter session set container equal to PDB. Alter session set container equal to PDB database. Show container name PDB1. Okay, here we have created that user demo, right? Select the start from DBA underscore users. Let me take all the users. Demo user is there now. How we are going to check? I can use this command where username equal to demo. See here, we have demo user came into this. Okay, we can see one thing, describe DBA underscore users. We can write the query using only limited columns, username, account status, then from DBA underscore users where username equal to demo. See here, demo user we have open. This concludes our pluggable database conversion from non-CDB to CDB. And this one is not required. Again, in the same server, we used everything, right? That whatever the database we are using, that we can drop it, non-CDB one. We can drop the database so that we can get the free space. And now onwards, we can use our 12102 database that is in 19C and pluggable CDB PDB model. Okay, show PDBs. This is our 12C database, which is there, that we have upgraded to 19C, and then we converted to PDB, non-CDB to PDB1. Okay. It concludes our session. I'm going to take this snap also, and then we can conclude it. Thank you.